Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys all had an amazing holiday season with your family and friends and are ready to have an amazing 2023. A new year is here. Unfortunately, but fortunately, in today's video, we have to do an emergency sustainable clothing haul review. I came across a couple of different sustainable clothing brands over the holidays, and upon opening them up and trying everything on, I felt so compelled to make this video and share with you guys a couple of things that I found upon trying on their clothes. So in today's video, we're going to be going over two different sustainable clothing brands, one of those brands being Made the Label and the other brand being 4 Days. These are both very popular sustainable clothing brands, and if you are into sustainability or search it via Instagram, you've probably seen them in sponsored posts somewhere along your feed. At least that's how I found them. But over the holidays, as I was setting up my Christmas tree, I was wearing my old ragged 10-year-old pajama set. If you guys watch my social media, you guys have seen it. It's matted, it's gross, there's holes, there's stains, it's just disgusting. And my husband was watching me set up the tree and he was like, "You need a new pair of pajamas." And I was like, you know what? I agree with you. So that night, we both simultaneously ordered me a new pair of pajamas. I ordered my pajama set and a robe from 4 Days, and he ordered me a pajama set for Made the Label. So that's how I came across both of these sustainable pajama sets, and I just have to tell you guys about what I ran into. So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking these two companies based off a scale that I've created, and I think I'm going to keep this scale or this method of grading scale if I do more sustainable clothing hauls in the future, because I think it's pretty solid. So this is how I'm grading these clothing brands today. Number one, we're going to be going over how sustainable the actual packaging that the clothes came in actually is. Number two, we're going to be going over true to size and how does it fit. And then number three, we're going to be going over comfortability. Of course, always we want our clothes to be comfortable. And for number four, we'll go over is it worth it and what is the cost. So let's just get into this. First, we're going to talk about how sustainable the actual packaging is of these sustainable clothing brands. So I'm going to start with talking about Made the Label first. So my Made the Label pajama set that my husband got me came in this mailer bag. It's a paper mailer bag, crap inside, so it's easy to compost or easy to recycle, so they did good there. The actual pajama set came wrapped in tissue paper, which is also fine. It's easily reusable, compostable, recyclable. The only complaint that I have about the tissue paper is that it did come with a piece of plastic tape that I now cannot find, which is not good. But there was one piece of like Scotch plastic tape on the packaging here. I grade kind of tough on this grading scale, and we're going to talk about this later, but when it comes to sustainable fashion brands, if they contain any plastic in their packaging, your score automatically gets docked 2-letter grades. Now you can come back from that, but Made the Label is already at a C for having plastic tape. There's more sustainable alternatives out there that they should definitely know about. Now when it came to the actual pajamas, these were Made the Label's tags. They are cardboard, really nice quality. They were secured onto the clothes by using a safety pin, which I already have used for something else, but a little safety pin and a cotton cord, which I thought is genius. Now let's go into 4 Days. This is very unfortunate, okay? I did not want to ever make such an unfortunate video regarding any sustainable brand in my entire life, but this needs to be talked about. This is what compelled me to make this video. So I just want to say that my 4 Days package did come in a completely plastic mailer bag. Like, you guys, this is just a standard plastic mailer bag. Not good. Now the actual clothes came in, this bag is biodegradable, this item is 100% recyclable. Apparently biodegradable, which is okay. And I also got my robe, which came in this bag. And when it came to the actual clothing tags, which was super disappointing, even more disappointing after seeing the initial plastic bag, is they secure their tags onto their clothes with these typical standard plastic tags. Like, this is unacceptable. Why aren't they using the cotton method? There's just really no excuse. So that was really disappointing. So all of our grade scores for how sustainable the actual packaging is for these two sustainable clothing brands. Made the Label gets a really strong B besides the initial little bit in the tape, and then 4 Days gets a D. Honestly, I can't give them any better than a D. This is unacceptable. This is F material right here. Anyways, that's my score for the sustainability as far as the packaging goes. Now for number two, I wanted to go over true to size. How well does the actual piece fit the body? So just to let you guys know, I'm 5'9" and 140 pounds. I like to have my clothes a little bit on the looser side because I assume when I wash them they're going to shrink. So I ordered a large in the 4 Days pants and I ordered a medium in the pajama top. My one complaint about the medium top is that after washing it, because I did actually wash the Made the Label pajama set, it did kind of shrink up and become shorter in the torso area. So if you want a longer fit in the torso area, if you have a bigger torso, if you're pregnant or whatever the case may be and you want like a a more loose fit, I would definitely size up maybe even 2 sizes with their pajama set tops. Everything else is pretty true to size. Now for 4 days, I would say they're pretty true to size as well. I don't really have any complaints about how anything fit. So I ordered a large in the 4 days pants, and I ordered a medium in the 4 days pajama top, and then the robe, I believe I got that in a large, which I feel like if anything that it was fitting funky, and we'll get to how funky it was in the comfort section. But anyways, for Make the Label, I would give them like a B+. Honestly, the only problem that I had was that little bit of rise and shrinkage in the pajama top after the first wash. Strong B+ over there. 4 days, I would give also a B, A, anywhere in between there. They did pretty good with their sizing as well. Now number 3, we got to talk about the comfortability. Okay, let me just say this. Make the Label killed that. This is the most luxurious, milky, buttery, silky smooth pajama set I've ever worn in my life. As soon as you put it on, you feel like a goddess. Like my whole energy changed, my confidence went up 10 points. It was amazing. The quality is fantastic. Effortlessly beautiful. It falls on the skin perfectly. It is so comfortable. By the way, the material that they use is a Tencel and cotton blend. I'll put an infogram on the screen about what Tencel is and how sustainable it is. It's like one of the top 2 most sustainable fabrics on the market right now, and it is so freaking comfortable. I actually would want everybody in the world, every woman in the world, to own a pair of their pajamas. They're that amazing. Look out for the next sale. So if money's a little tight, I mean, I always look out for the sales regardless, but look out for those sales and definitely get yourself a pajama set if you need one, because those pajama sets will change your life. Now, for 4 days, oh my gosh. Let me just preface this by saying that I have bought other pieces from 4 days. This white romper here piece is from 4 days. Absolutely amazing, comfortable, perfect. I have like sweats from 4 days. I have 2 pairs of sweats from 4 days. This romper, I have a really nice business casual suit that I wore for a photo shoot one time. All absolutely amazing. When I tell you I was so disappointed in the comfort levels of the pajamas and the robes, I was like, what are you guys doing? How do you miss this on a pajama set where people want ultra levels of comfortability? No questions asked. It's itchy. It's a cotton blend, by the way. It's uncomfortable. I don't know if this is made from recycled cotton or what the case is. I'm guessing not, because the cotton, it's very stiff. It's very boxy. I noticed that the shoulders on the pajama set top are very like, they made me feel like I had really broad shoulders, which I already do naturally, but it really like accentuated that, and I really didn't like that look. The waistband on the actual pajama set, it's really thin. It's so uncomfortable, which by the way, Make the Label, super thick waistband over there. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, they killed it. The waistband's uncomfortable. Fit of the actual fabric, as soon as you put it on, you're like, oh, this isn't right. And I wasn't gonna wash it because I knew as soon as I saw the plastic bag and like all the monstrosities with the plastic with the tag, I knew I was gonna return this order. Like there was something wrong with this order. Because again, I've ordered from 4 days in the past, and their tags, usually they're doing this method here. I don't know why they switched back to plastic. Beyond me. Same thing goes for the robe. Every robe that I've owned in the past is kind of like a little bit of a thicker material, you know, like has some kind of like girth and warmth to it. This is really thin. This is just like really thin. It's like a little t-shirt dress, and it just feels cheap, for lack of a better word. And it was not cheap, by the way, and that's not a good sign. When you pay a pretty penny for something and it feels cheap, that's just not good. So overall grading for the comfortability level, I have to give Make the Label that A+. They deserve that A+. And honestly, I'm a tough grader, and A+ is hard to get. They killed it. Again, look out for their next sale and get yourself one of those pajama sets if you are needing a pajama set. Amazing. 4 days, F. I don't even need to say anything else. Now, I'm not saying never buy from 4 days again. Literally every other piece that I've ever bought from them, like this piece is so comfortable. They just messed this batch up. This is just a bad batch. Very catastrophic. It's bad. Now, we have to go over the final category of our grading system, which is it worth it? Is it worth the cost? Was it worth the cost? And I would say for Make the Label, the answer is an easy, fast yes. They have thought of everything from the sustainable packaging to the true to size fitting to the comfortability levels, which are off the charts, all the way to their pricing. It's all worth it, which I think, okay, I wanted to get my phone so I didn't give any inaccurate numbers, but their pajama top, just the top alone, it doesn't come as a set, is $138 when it's not on sale, and the pajama pants are $98. That's an expensive pajama set for anyone. For me, for anyone. Definitely for me. But I think on sale, my husband paid literally $130 for both. It was like a huge BOGO sale, buy one, get one free. That's why I'm saying wait for the sale. It's definitely worth $138 on sale, but I would honestly say if they never had a sale ever, I would say that would be worth it, paying $300 for this. It's really nice, you guys, and this will last a lifetime. Like I almost choked trying this on. Fancy as and it's all sustainable, which is absolutely like cream of the crop luxury. I love pajamas. 4 days, I think think, let me look that up. For the 4 days pajama set, it actually is $138 retail price for both the top and the bottoms, and then it's $60 on sale. But I would honestly say this is not worth it. For what you're about to get, and if sustainability and like being zero waste and plastic free is truly your mission, for what you get is absolutely not worth it. One, it goes against your morals. Number two, it's overpriced for the quality. You're not going to get $60 with the quality in this pajama set, I can guarantee you that. So even with the price difference from Make the Label to 4 days, my best advice would be to wait for the sale and just go Make the Label. Like, that is how amazing it is. So the grading for the was it worth it category, the Make the Label gets an absolute A+. They are going to bring it from packaging to fit to feel to the vibe of the brand, just everything about the experience from the time the package arrived to the time I was opening to trying on to after the first watch has been perfect, 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 perfect. Besides a little slip up with the tape. Now for 4 days, as far as the cost goes, for what you're going to get, I'd give it like a C, D. I'm a C or D somewhere in there. It's just for the pajamas specifically, not their other stuff, for the pajamas specifically, it's just not going to be as high quality as you'd want it to be for it to be coming from a sustainable brand. So as far as this little comparison goes with these two different sustainable fashion brands, Make the Label definitely takes the vegan cake with this one, no questions asked. And might I just remind you guys, there is zero excuse for this. You know, when people go out of their way to try and buy sustainable fashion already knowing that it's going to be more expensive, and your everyday person gets a package expecting a sustainable experience from beginning to end and has things like this in the packaging and this in the packaging, it is really unacceptable, truly, especially for the amount of money that these brands expect us to pay. They gotta be sharp. They can't miss at all. They cannot have these silly little misses like what I just went over in this video. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and got some sort of value out of this. Again, I felt compelled to make this video based off of my experience with both these two brands. It just so happened that I was able to compare them in real life around the same time. Shout out to my husband for the surprise Christmas gift. We do not give Christmas gifts to each other. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. If you got any value out of this video, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, also let me know in the comments. If you have any thoughts on either of these brands, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk more about this. I feel like sustainable fashion is something in its infancy stages right now, and we're literally all witnessing like the growth of an entire industry, sustainable fashion industry. We're barely at the beginning, so it makes sense why we're experiencing some of these little mix-ups and mishaps, but I feel like in a couple of years, you know, a lot of these companies are gonna have their together, which I'm of course very excited for. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.